My understanding of strength comes from the way I see the world. My experience aligns with that worldview, and of course, you can see for yourselves how much it resonates with you. I see the soul as an actress, performing in many plays. This incarnation is one of the soul's performances. Past lives are other roles. If there are parallel incarnations, a twin flame, or lives on other planets, these too are performances in which the main actress is our soul. This feels unusual to us because it is simultaneous, but in truth, time does not exist as we imagine it. Past lives and even potential future lives are unfolding now, as is the state between lives. That is why, under certain conditions, we are able to see them. At times of great distress, when I could no longer rely on what I had learned from my parents, or when I encountered a kind of hardship I had never experienced before, space and time would suddenly open. In those moments, I was able to access the skills of myself from other incarnations, even from those on other planets. But these experiences were only occasional. I still moved within familiar narratives, although there was already a growing awareness that they were, in fact, stories. If I return to this life and to strength, here I have a name and a surname, parents, ancestors and foremothers, a country, and even the whole earth as it is tangibly experienced. My strength arises from my life itself. I remember what I have achieved so far, and I know I am capable of more. Some of this strength is inherited from my parents, for example, the value of honor. When I act honorably, I draw energy from all those ancestors who lived by the same principle. At other times, I may choose a particular foremother as a role model, someone who worked with herbs, magic, or subtle knowledge, and by connecting with her, I gain additional strength. Strength may also come from ancestral struggles. If my ancestors stood on the side of the partisans and were on the winning side, then their victorious energy becomes available to me as well. I can even draw upon women's movements or the shared destiny of women, and as a woman, find yet another source of power there. All of these are valid sources of strength, and in different life challenges, they have served me well. Yet the way I experience this kind of strength, it can become rigid or even draining. I may have to step into the role of a warrior or into the role of a gentle woman. But life brings surprises, and when I am a warrior, I may need gentleness, and when I am gentle, I may need the warrior. Because I have always been engaged in various spiritual practices, I have at times led guided meditations to connect with other timelines, those other performances, where I possessed different skills, and then brought those skills back into this timeline. The true revolution for me came through remaining in the present moment. For my avatar, this particular incarnation, it felt deeply unnatural, and for a long time I avoided it. Yet it was advice connected to the twin flame. How can two people understand one another when so many different incarnations of themselves are involved, often playing opposite roles in the same play? If one incarnation is honorable, another behaves dishonorably. If one is responsible, another is irresponsible, and so on. Yet the soul plays both roles. When we return to the actress, the opposites merge into one. All the other roles the soul plays are revealed to be just that, roles. When I began to remain in the present moment, I believed it would be the key to the twin flame. And at least for now, it has not revealed itself as such. Instead, it has shown itself to be the key to strength, to power, to everything else. This presence, without the need to enter into any narrative, gives strength in every moment. I no longer need to put on the role of the warrior, the kind woman, or any other role. All roles exist within me. I remain in that presence, the one I am beneath all stories. And because of that, I am no longer conditioned by the unfolding of the three-dimensional world, whether it appears positive, negative, or something in between. I am the strength beneath and beyond all currents. I can still enter the stories of this incarnation and speak of how my grandmothers or my mother lived, or of how I gathered strength within this avatar. I am genuinely content with this incarnation and with what I have been able to do using it alone. It has been an excellent role. Had it not been for the twin flame story, I would not have felt the need to search beyond it. Yet I must admit that life is now much easier this way, and that it is easier to rest in the presence of all strength and power without any story at all, through presence alone.